Good morning, you two friends. It's Dale from Whatever the Weather May Be. So I've been fooling around with my little art quilt wall hanging here, my sunflower. And if you watched yesterday's video, you can see how I started to put this sunflower together. But I'll show you a few things about this sunflower. When I first started, this was to be the center. I need to pin it so you can see. Just hold on a second. Kind of hard to do this with one hand. Okay, so that was going to be the center. And that looks to me like a daisy, not a sunflower. So I decided to go with this. Of course, when I want these things to stay, they won't. Hold on one sec. There. So I went with that. And that's better, but it's still, now this looks to me like it's a rudbeckia. It's still not a sunflower. So I decided to go a little bit bigger with the center. And to me, that looks more like a sunflower. And then last night, as I was laying in bed, I thought, you know, anybody can make a sunflower. And I want this to be something really different. So what I decided to do, I'm going to step back so you can see how tall it is, because it's going to be over 6 feet tall. What I decided to do is I'm going to put leaves on it like a sunflower has, and just by fluke my orchid dropped a leaf today, and this is about the right size, so I saved the leaf, but it's not quite the right shape. But I'm going to use this to make a pattern for the leaves. So I made the stem yesterday out of a pair of old capris that I had, and it's, as you can see, it's got sort of colored stripy things. The leaves are going to be very dark, but as I was laying in bed last night, I thought, what if you had some purple runner beans climbing up that stalk, and maybe, you know, have the odd little purple bean hanging here? Wouldn't that be kind of different? So that's going to be part of the art quilt. And then this morning, when I put this bigger center in, this is what happened. As I was working, all of these were falling down over what I was doing. And I thought, you know, anybody can make a bright open flat sunflower. But mine is not going to be open. Mine is going to be end of the season, a drought, everything wilting sunflower. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be pulling all of these over, and my sunflower is going to be drooping over like it's finished. So that's my new challenge, and I think I'm starting to like this more and more and more. Now this little bit back here, this isn't part of it. It ends here. This is where it ends. This is another quilt that I'm working on, also a wall hanging. And I should be finishing that, but I'm sort of stuck now with this sunflower. Well, don't you think it would look pretty cool? All droopy. I think I can do it. In fact, I'm going to do it. I still don't know what I'm going to back this with. I'm hoping something comes up to me, but it's quite a heavy material. It's sort of a, I mean, if you can see it, it's quite a heavy weave. And I might actually get away with just putting a flannel on the back and not having to really back it that much. I don't know. I'll have to see. And I will quilt it as well. Now in here, in this part, I'll just move these up a bit. This part here, this is where I was going to do a lot of shading with embroidery thread in this part here. And I also have a lot of small pieces that I'm going to be putting in, you know, like, of course, can't get anything to stick when I want it to, you know, things like that, just to add some pops of color. Because this part will still be that way, and this part will be falling over. So you still have a little bit of work to do down here. You might see some of this. So I'm going to be doing some shading with embroidery thread down in these parts at the bottom, because these will be hanging down. And I'll be doing some shading using fabric as well. I'm just totally loving the idea of this. Now it's up to me to see if I can get it to work how I want to. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to pull this off. I just have it stuck on here. A lot of it is attached to itself. I remember if you watched yesterday, you saw that I put a foundation piece underneath all the petals. That's still there. And I have to stick a lot more right down onto the foundation so that I can lift this off of here. But I think today I'm going to work on the floppy side, and perhaps I might do a little bit of embroidery on there. Go away, wasp. And we'll see where we go. Oh yeah, and I have to cut leaves. So that's where we're at with this project. Keep an eye out for the next video. I'll show you what I came up with. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.